Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we got an X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you against Val. And I brought some new pokes, some new additions. You guys haven't seen, well, you guys have seen everything, but yeah, I'm keeping it fresh, mixing it up. So I do have that Mega Gyarados, really interesting set of my Mega Gyarados. So if you guys haven't seen my Mega Gyarados in action yet, well, now you guys can see it. So I bring Val, and Val's gonna bring a pretty solid team too. So not really sure if she has anything that can set up hazards, but I do see that Scizor that can potentially use the Fog Cell. She's gonna lead off with Gengar. Excellent lead there, since Gengar is really fast. So I'm gonna lead off with my Venomoth because I want to set up ASAP. But it turns out this thing has Taunt, so I should have noticed that. And yeah, unfortunately I can't use Sleep Powder anymore. So turns out I can't really do anything to it too, since he does resist both my stabs. So really fortunate if I could have, you know, landed my Sleep Powder, but yeah, he does have Taunt, so I'm gonna go into, yeah, my Landorus, because I know it can't really take anything well. Nothing in my team really wants to take that Shadow Ball, I mean, except for Miltank, but he could have went for a Sludge Bomb, but yeah. I'm gonna set up my Stealth Box ASAP, so she's gonna withdraw, not sure what she's gonna do. Turns out she's gonna go for the Scizor, so she probably is expecting the Stealth Box, and I do go for a Stealth Box, so she's free to go for the defog in the following turn. I do grab some more leftovers, which is pretty sweet. So turns out there's a Mega Scizor, so yeah, Mega Scizor, you know, supporter defog U-turner isn't too rare. It's pretty you know. So turns out he's gonna go for, well, I'm gonna go for my U-turn because I can't really do anything to this Scizor. My best attack is that Earthquake, but I'm not invested in any attack, so I'm gonna just switch out. I'm gonna switch into my Gyarados, hoping that he goes for a bug move or whatnot. But of course he does just go straight for the defog, which is fine, honestly. At least my Gyarados drops his attack, so it pretty much renders this Scizor useless. I don't want to Mega Evolve just yet, in case he does go for a U-turn, so luckily I didn't Mega Evolve, so he doesn't do too much, but that's not the point. Val just wants to get that Scizor out of there, so now she's gonna switch into that Rotom-W, really fearing that Volt Switch or Thunderbolt. Gonna go for a Scald, hoping I can just burn something, and luckily I do burn that Rotom-W, which is pretty damn sweet, so can't complain there. I'm gonna keep my non-Mega Gyarados to stay non-Mega, so expecting the Volt Switch, I'm gonna switch into Landorus. I know he could go for a Hydro Pump, but I know my Landorus can still outspeed it, so I can go for a U-turn. Turns out he's gonna go straight for a Will-O-Wisp, so had I known that he's gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp, I would have just stayed in with my Mega Gyarados, since my Mega Gyarados does have Rest and Sleep Talk, so unfortunately my Landorus is completely useless now. He's set up rocks and he's burned, so he's pretty much done for, so. But I thought I'm still gonna keep Landorus because Landorus still has that Intimidate, which can be pretty useful. So I thought I'm not gonna let him die just yet. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch into my Miltank, my specially defensive Miltank. Pretty much the only thing in my team that can pretty much take a Hydro Pump, and I take it pretty well actually. I do have leftovers, so yeah, it's pretty decent here. I'm kind of fearing this Rotom-W might have the Rest, and you know, this burn will naturally just cure. So I'm gonna go for the Heal Bell, and pretty much just burn, you know, cure my Landorus's burn. Turns out this thing does have Rest, so kind of sucks. It's pretty sweet to have someone in your party that can use Heal Bell or Aromatherapy when you have Pokemon, let's say like my Mega Gyarados, that can learn Rest and Sleep Talk. Comes in handy. So now, turns out he does have the Resto Chesto, but I know that he already uses Chesto Berries, so I can just go for a Body Slam, hoping to get Paralysis, but unfortunately I don't, and he's able to Volt Switch, so kinda sucks there, but hey, it's all good, at least I healed my status too, so. Gonna go into Dugtrio, really hilarious, not really sure why. I mean, the trio could possibly set up with Hone Claws, but he's gonna go straight for the attack. And you know, I am specially defensive, but I still take that really well because I'm Miltank, man. I'm a tank, so pretty sweet. I did get that paralysis, and it does a two-hit. It's a two-hit, you know, two-hit KO. So. However, he does go for a Sucker Punch. I really should have saw that and just went for a Milk Drink, but yeah, instead I was just really impatient and I want to get rid of this Dugtrio, so get a nice lucky crit too. The crit totally mattered. Totally mattered. So I do get my leftovers, so I'm no longer sitting on red HP, and he is gonna send out this damn Darmanitan. Kind of fearing, superpower. So I switch into Chandelure, but he predicts that really nicely and goes for a U-turn. So I should have kind of stayed in, but I mean I don't really mind because my rocks are up, so he can, she can switch out all she wants. So she's gonna keep switching out, and yeah, things are just. Actually, I don't have my rocks up because she went for a defog, so I'm gonna go into my Hitmontop, expecting like anything really, because well, my Hitmontop is carrying that Salt Vest. He's gonna go straight for a Dark Pulse. It's not gonna do too much because well, yeah, I'm Hitmontop. So she is fearing the close combat, so she has no choice but to switch in. So I'm pretty sure now this is a defensive Scizor, so I knew that the Scizor was coming, so I made a double switch and I switched into Chandelure, and it's pretty freaking sweet there. So she has no choice but to switch into her Hydreigon, and I know that this Hydreigon will eat up, will take a Fire Blast alright, but still do quite a lot. So pretty sweet there. I got some free damage going on here, and again, nice lucky burn. So that double switch was well worth it. Unfortunately, Hydreigon is a special attacker, and he probably is gonna go for the Dark Pulse. And I'm not sure if this thing is Choice Scarf, so didn't want to risk it. I'm gonna switch back into my Hitmontop. She could have, attacked me with a Draco Meteor, but instead she went for a U-turn. Pretty sweet there, pretty sweet there. I mean, having all those U-turners can do you good, but that double switch, man, that double switch just is so much better than U-turn and Volt Switch, man. So I don't want to get Will-O-Wisped, even though I do have Miltank, so I'm going to switch into Venomoth, because I know even Venomoth can live at least one Hydro Pump. So he's going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, so I don't really mind getting burned, but turns out he misses, and I miss my Sleep Powder, so yeah, Venomoth is pretty fucking blind lately, man. In my last battle, Venomoth missed his Sleep Powder like twice in a row. So yeah, I kind of wish Venomoth has Compound Eyes, even though Tinted Shield is really good too. So I don't want to get taunted. Even if he didn't taunt me, I can't really do anything either. So I'm gonna switch back into my Gyarados because well, my Gyarados does have payback. I'm gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball, but even though I am physically defensive, Gyarados has massive special defense, so take it pretty well. So I decided to go for the rest just in case that Gengar wanted to hit me yet again, but turns out he decided to switch out, so I used rest a little bit too early, but it doesn't really matter because I do have Sleep Talk, and not to mention I do have that heal valve. So I knew he's gonna go for a Volt Switch. I decided to stay in because I'm kind of sick and tired of him or her having all these kinds of switch priorities. So I'm gonna stay in so she doesn't get any more switch priority, and pretty much the only thing that really threatens this Gyarados is this Rotom, and that Rotom's Volt Switch absolutely did nothing. So she's gonna switch into the Hydreigon, which is fine, I guess. Hydreigon does resist both my stabs, but not really sure what this Hydreigon can do to me, honestly. So I use Sleep Talk and I go for a rest. So maybe Hydreigon can learn Energy Ball, I'm not too sure. But turns out he's just gonna go straight for the Draco Meteor. And I really thought I could live it because well, I am, Mega Gyarados, but he gets a nice lucky crit. I'm not sure if the crit mattered because we still don't know if this Hydreigon is a Choice Scarf or Choice Spec. So if it was Choice Scarf, I'm not sure if he could have killed me without that crit. But yeah, I'm gonna switch into Landorus. I know that his attack has dropped twice, so he has no choice but to switch out. And that's exactly what he does. And I'm gonna go straight for my U-turn because, well, I see why not, Actually, I don't go for my U-turn, I go for Stealth Rocks. Great opportunity because I knew he's gonna switch out, but he's gonna switch into that Scizor, which is a little bit annoying. So I am faster than Scizor, so I kind of just have to attack it while it gives him the opportunity to go for the defog. But it turns out she's not going to go for defog, which is really surprising. Maybe she thought I was going to keep switching out, but yeah, no ma'am, I am staying in. Because I really thought you were going to use defog, so why would I switch out? She's going to switch into the Rotom-W. She's going to get hurt by a rock, so that's pretty sweet. This Rotom-W can obviously threaten me with a Hydro Pump, but Landorus is faster. But for some reason I decided to just went for the switch out, and I didn't go for U-turn because I thought maybe this Rotom Wash is invested in special attack. So she misses the Sleep Powder, and I'm gonna use Sleep. I mean, she misses the Hydro Pump, and I missed the Sleep Powder. So great play on her part, since her Burn Hydreigon can't you know, really do shit anymore. So I'm expecting like a Fire Blast or anything, because, well, you know, my previous battle I just had my Venomoth fight Hydreigon too. So gonna switch into my Hitmontop. Well, I mean, I could switch into Miltank, but, you know, my Hitmontop will take this Draco Meteor relatively. So yeah, my opponent is not playing any games. Like, in the very last moments of this Hydreigon's breath, he's gonna use the most powerful attack, and does a decent amount, but burn damage will kill it. So yeah, at least my Hitmontop is still alive, just chilling there, dancing back and forth. So this Scizor is kind of come out now, so I'm kind of afraid that it might go for the defog. So I decided to stay and just go for a close combat. He could have killed me, honestly. Instead of waiting for a defog, he could have just killed me because I did stay in. So I knew he was going to go for a defog, so I went for the close combat just to do as much as I can. It doesn't do too much, maybe like 25%. So now I know he's going to use an attack, so I'm going to switch out. Of course I have to. I'm going to go into Landorus to drop his attack, so his attacks don't do shit anymore. And he's going to go straight for the Bullet Punch, actually. And obviously he's not going to do a lot. That Intimidate is just way too useful. They should have an ability where it drops your opponent's special attack. Just similar to like Intimidate when you summon it to the field. That would be ridiculous. So he's gonna switch out. I'm gonna go for a Stealth Rocks because, hey man, I mean, he's still got, like, you know, Darmanitan. He got all those things, man, that can be hurt with rocks. So yeah, rocks really do help, man, if your opponent chooses not to Rapid Spin or Defog. So I'm gonna switch into Venomoth, like I mentioned, because I know I can live at least one Hydro Pump. So he avoids it, which is hilarious. So I use my Sleep Powder, and fuckingly I landed. So no more Volt Switches for you, Rotom Wash. So now I can start doing my whole, you know, sweep. But he's gonna switch out, and she's gonna switch into the Darmanitan. I kind of forgot about Darmanitan. I forgot this Darmanitan might be Choice Scarf, so even if I go for one Quiver Dance, it's actually not enough to outspeed a Darmanitan, since Darmanitan's base speed is faster than Venomoth just by a little bit. So kind of a waste, but at least I got a Sleep Powder off, right? So gonna switch out into a Beyblade. I know I'll die, but honestly, my point was just to drop this Darmanitan's attack. So turns out, lucky for me, he goes for the Rock Slide, and I know he's trapped into Rock Slide now. So I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll save my Hitmontop even later if I want to drop even more attacks. So I thought, okay, let's switch into Landorus. Landorus does not exactly resist Rock Slide, but he'll drop his attack again. So this Choice Rock Slide will absolutely do nothing now. So it's pretty sweet because he is stuck. So he has no choice but to switch out, and she can't have that switch priority anymore. So as I predicted, she does switch out. No one wants to fight anything that's being a +2. So goes into the Rotom Wash, and I just went for a U-turn expecting a switch, because I mean, if your Darmanitan is stuck on a useless attack and his attack is dropped twice, why wouldn't you switch out, right? So I'm gonna bring my Chandelure now because I can go for a Shadow Ball or Energy Ball, but I went for a Shadow Ball just in case the Darmanitan didn't come out. So pretty easy kill there. Finally, this Rotom Wash was really damn annoying, so I'm so glad I did put it to sleep, which is hilarious because it, you know, had the Resto Chesto set, but it died, you know, asleep, so it was very ironic. So gonna go into Gengar, but I do have Speed since I'm Choice Scarf, so maybe this Gengar was Focus Sash and she just forgot that the rocks were up. So that was an easy kill. Now she's gonna send out the Zero Suit Samus, and yeah, kind of afraid this thing is Choice Scarf and not Choice Band, so I'm gonna have to switch out. No one get Rock Slided or anything, so I'm gonna switch into my Hitmontop just to drop his attack and let my Hitmontop die, basically. This is why I like to save Intimidators like Hitmontop towards the very end, because they can be so useful. Even if they're burned or asleep or frozen, I mean, you can always save them just to drop your opponent's attack. It's so useful. So I'm gonna send out my Landorus now and drop his attack twice, so I can live one attack, so it'll probably be a 2-hit KO. Obviously, it's a Rock Slide, so, you know, no questions asked. I'll live the second Rock Slide. Well, hopefully I do, but, doesn't really matter since I'm gonna retaliate back with the Earthquake since, my rocks are up, so, yeah, I'm pretty glad this saved my, Landorus. I was gonna fodder it early in the game, but, luckily I used Heal Bell and saved my Landorus, so. Now she's gonna send out her last Pokemon, I believe, her Scizor, and, yeah, surprisingly she doesn't go for a Bullet Punch, so I'm able to outspeed this Scizor and kill it with the Earthquake, so excuse me, there you have it. Thank you, Val, for bringing such an excellent team. Really damn annoying. I mean, she had like she had 3 U-turners and 1 Volt Switchers, which is really hectic, but, you know, really good strategy nonetheless. So thank you, Val. Really appreciate the team. And thank you, viewers, for watching such an excellent Wi-Fi battle. If you guys like this battle, please leave that like. Make sure to comment and subscribe for more XMI Wi-Fi battles.